Let's check it out.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started. We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah.
Button?
It works.
Does that work?
Stop typing.
I think
How's
so.
Animating.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go.
But there's not a lot of reason not to.
They're gonna have left the fucking
Looks like it
gun
ends
down
here.
there, and the other people are gonna have found
Only one
weapons
door.
and kept them, and we're
There
gonna be
isn't
the
anything
only
else.
ones left
it's the
out.
only way to go.
All right, let's open it.
It is absolutely
Dink,
gonna
dink,
be.
dink.
Okay. It's...
The 9 door.
Hey!
Okay, there's a 9 door behind a 6 door.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Vacant. Huh.
The location of the 9 door, or well, finding the 9 door means nothing if there's no way to get there with math.
They can.
We finally
5, 3,
found
and
it.
1. Leave June behind.
You need to stop.
She's jumping!
What? That's how the math works.
Look! Behind you!
6 and 5 is 11.
9 door. There's another one.
More than one.
Why? It's 9, no matter how you look at
Hey,
it.
the one from the thing.
The red is there too. So this is a real one? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it,
Okay.
Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
Seek A.
Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man.
So, if there's multiple 9 doors, it's very possible to believe that only one of them actually gets people out. And the only thing that they would need to do to ensure that people fucking die is just not put a dead on the other side of the doorway.
Yeah, but then Zero wouldn't be playing his own game.
No, he probably would, because there's probably clues to tell you which doors will let you out, and which doors will fucking murk you.
We fell for
Maybe,
it.
maybe not.
There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1, 2, 7, 8 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2, 3, 4, 9 and 1, 5,
Yeah,
6,
okay,
7, 8.
you're good at math.
The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work.
Why is he
They all
suddenly
end up
good
the
at
same
math?
way. If
Couldn't
one
he have
team
done
has
this
the digital
earlier?
root of 9, so would the
No,
other.
because we did.
What does that mean?
We had
The
to.
answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was. There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
So
So Snake and
what are we
9
going
are
to do,
dead.
Junpei?
What numbers
Right.
with what is left?
Hey, keep it together, man.
Both
Sorry.
add up to 9.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
1, 5, and 3.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The four
Stop
of us
trying to leave
can't
June
open the
behind.
number 9 door.
The 4.
I'm trying to add her with someone. Give me a second.
Don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door.
8, 6,
That's
and
why I'm
4.
asking, what now?
What now? No.
Ow,
Gotta
hey.
go back.
The fucking thing got unplugged. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with
was
this
two.
sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh, right.
We're heading to Georgia.
Guys,
Very well. Best we head back
Train.
to C deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
but even with all 7 of us,
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Come to think of it, what is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around. Huh.
Kind of churchy with the pews.
It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony. But what kind? Huh. A coffin. What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
What on earth is a coffin doing with an electronic lock?
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
That's the mummy lady that can't be thought out.
They seem pretty thawed.
Or that's fucking weird. Right.
Ah, someone's trapped in there. Meaning 7? Hopefully.
Why would 7 be in there? 7 went with other people.
Because 7's the only one who could...
Look, it's...
7's the only outlier. If you're trying to make 2
7 and
groups of
Lotus.
9.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
I have a theory.
Gone? When?
Why?
You
How?
went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
Huh.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
Alright.
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. Figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
When did this happen?
We
Please.
got here just before you.
My head
You
hurts.
certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
There's no sign of her. Let's go. All right. I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck.
Splitting up traditionally doesn't go well.
June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
All right, that sounds good.
Especially not whenever we're currently having to look for a missing person
But,
who went off on their own.
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
Jumpy.
Oh,
The music
no, it's
shift.
nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful. Connie?
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
The fuck this nickname shit coming from?
Fuck.
Resident Evil ass doorways everywhere. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirit just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door and there she was. A woman sat, slouched against the wall. Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp and her skin, smooth and pale as always, was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. The Russian judges gave it a 3. Junpei's mind went blank. All his thoughts replaced with endless hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus, slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse, no rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind told him that meant she'd been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She'd been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife then. Perhaps she'd been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort in knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the paraxatic warrior's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Really wished I didn't get that voice hider thing from a fucking dollar store. Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who was that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat, extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection he'd been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Hey you, people with the math skills! Digital root, 8, 5, and I don't know what else. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You have gotten these wrong
No.
consistently, James.
Yeah.
His voice
Math
was
is-
little more than a weak groan.
Yeah, this is not my strong suit.
With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with his strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Eight, 5, Then without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. 13, 4, plus 5. Weird. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry, and he began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Bad end.
Oh.
That's weird though, because I feel like we were on the best end path. And I still feel like we are. You've reached one ending. The game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all the information you've acquired. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memory of Escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you've completed. I'd like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough. After saving the game, we'll restart from the beginning. Please select the save slot. I don't want to redo the entire fucking thing.
Well,
Knife!
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 endings?
Well, yeah.
How?
Well, this is ending this.
Oh, there it is.
We were locked in at that point in time, but obviously it can change. So we need to go back to at least here or here. There's no key, though. Don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Locked and unlocked. No key? What does that mean?
I don't know. So X in a key thing means locked. It's the little keys up at the top left. I don't know what the fuck is going on, to be honest with you.
I really don't want to have to do any of the escape rooms that we already did before, though.
I'm trying to think. Because 8 and 5 is 10, 11, 12, 13. 6 equals 19, and 1 and 9 is 2.
Assume they had the 2 bracelet.
If it's 2, then it was Santa. 3.
No, just assume they had the 2 bracelet additionally.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah.
If they have the 2 bracelet, so 8, 5, 2.
3 was all they needed.
Mad noise started. Junpei awake and his eyes snapped open.
What the?
10, 11, 12, 13.
They adjusted too light, realized did. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. If they have the 2 bracelet, then Santa did it.
Ow,
If they go and kill 7, or if it was 7, then they just need to kill June.
I don't want to do this again.
Damn, no.
Go to the flow screen.
I would, but it's locked.
Menu?
I can't do anything right now.
Where am I?
You can.
Wait, it...
No, I can't.
Huh. You could before. It's weird.
What's that sound?
It's the creaking of ship. Nothing. Gotta wait. But this is absolutely one of those games where, oh, you died. Oh, well, you're not done yet.
5. What's this? What's...
Yeah.
Hey, open!
Oh my god.
Huh?
Blah, 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 blah. Come on.
Maybe. Nothing.
I don't know of another way to do it besides than having the 2 bracelet and 3 doing it.
What the hell? Where am I? And why the hell? Why? What the hell happened to me? My head.
See, that gun really would have come really in handy.
Got stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
What the?
He turned around and dug it in deeper.
Yeah. We've seen this first scene. Let me go.
Is there a skip option?
No.
Not good.
I can't.
He has it on stop, not on.
There we go. Because I want to go here. Can't.
What about the
Can't.
novel thing? You can.
Yeah.
There we go.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
But then what should we do?
We should talk it through.
You're on the best path. You just fucked up?
I don't think we did.
And why did it split?
That's
didn't
the
even do
point.
anything.
There was a split that we couldn't do anything with. See, that's what we did before,
3,
right?
8 and 3 is 11, and 6 and 5 is 11, 22 and 22 is 4.
It's unhappy. It's very unhappy.
4 is what we chose before.
Yeah.
That's telling us to choose
So-
one of them.
But this
No,
is
this is just math.
This is just math telling us what would the digital root of this number be, so we
11.
don't look stupid.
It's just
It's
4.
20. It's 4.
That's why
Because
4
those
split
4
out.
numbers are 22, which would make 4.
Okay, so the ones that are grayed out are the ones that we picked.
Add up our
Yes.
4 bracelets.
Then we
Okay, so that
Yeah.
helps.
So the
So now we don't have to actually
7
fucking
snake.
pay attention.
loaded.
So then,
Are these really the teams I want? The
No.
Outdoor 5 is I never won. Of course, if I win, I could. Should I stay silent or should I stop them?
All
I
right.
want to go
then.
through 5
It
because we went through
seems
4
we've
last
reached
time.
I'm going through door.
We're over there too.
The door's not going anywhere. Slow down.
Which door?
see, yeah.
Hey, wait. I want to go through door 5 too.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
We're... Yes. Oh, you know what's
Shut
in
up.
there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that?
Well,
Congratulations, now we don't have our only ally.
Please, let me go into
Because
door
we've already
5.
done the math, that is. It wasn't her.
Then we're right back where we started.
Could have
You know
been
that?
her. If you wouldn't
No,
have
it
killed
couldn't have
7.
been.
If you wouldn't have
She
killed 7.
killing 7. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
they had
The
the
signal
gun.
girl?
Fucking David versus Goliath.
That's
Bring it on, bitch, I
supposed
got a
to
knife.
be-
Junpei's bracelet is number 5, right? If we are going to add Junpei,
We also
then
didn't
we
get
must
Also,
shot.
of
subtract
course she
5
was
from
going
the
to
rest
kill
of
her,
us.
kill Junpei.
Ace, please.
The whole thing was
Take
set
good
up
care
for
of Clover.
Junpei.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
What do you mean?
All right.
What are you talking about?
That's fine.
Her
Don't
whole
go
deal
away.
is getting close
You
to
need to listen to me, Clover.
Junpei. That's her whole deal. So why would you kill him?
It's the only person she knows in a fucking bad area.
Suspicious.
Shut up.
Go to door
Very
4 with the
suspicious.
others.
Shut up.
no.
Don't be
Okay,
so
your
sorry.
Your personal bias is getting in the way.
You'll be fine.
It's an anime trope
Just
for a
relax.
reason.
Huh. What did he tell
Also,
her?
this is all a new story.
Okay.
Correct.
Or just missing.
I understand.
Yeah, but I'm letting him
Doesn't
talk,
matter.
giving him a second to read.
Hmm.
Basically, now Clover has to go in the other door.
Yes.
Let's make sure
Splitting
we got
up the
this straight.
people that know each other, which is probably a good
Those
thing.
going to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake. 7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14. And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5. And those going to door 4 are Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is 22. And the digital root of 22 is 2 plus 2, 4. We're okay with this.
No problems here.
Yes. Let's do it. All right then.
First time we have a 5-person door.
The lever's all that's left. Okay. All right then. Let's go.
Okay. Please be careful.
We will. And it's open. Oh.
That's messed up.
That was the 9th man. Oh.
Bomb's not fucking around.
How can you...
Well,
He's blind.
do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry.
Let's go!
Damn it! The countdown started!
No shit, Sherlock, go!
Shit, the door!
There's no turning back now. And if we don't manage to find the deactivation device...
Hey, where is the dead?
How the hell should I know?
Stay calm.
That's 9.
Look around you.
Okay, I get it. Found it. Right here!
This is a coding nightmare, by the way.
Yes.
Well,
to get those
like
to
it
correspond
stopped.
with the other thing you touched
things could give me
wirelessly
a
like
heart
they are,
attack.
fuck off.
Jumpy, are you alright? Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
The detonators have been deactivated.
Alright, we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Okay.
And Bluetooth bombs. Ugh.
And they're
Did
gone.
it just freeze?
Now.
Oh, no, there it is.
Doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
Maybe this wall can be moved.
Move the wall.
Or not.
Hey, there's a door over there.
First class.
First class cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it.
Let's have a look then, shall we?
Oh.
All right then. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was questioning how the blind man, why the blind man is leading.
I don't want to look.
Confidence. He's got it.
It's so horrible. I can't even tell what's what.
There's goop, and there's more goop.
He'd been wearing these.
Hey, a 9 bracelet. I also assume the person that stabbed us to death had a 9 bracelet, too.
Oh, shit!
Oh, wait. Zero did say.
Lastly,
Oh, shit.
there are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. For hardly 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or after the Mary's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
17.
The bracelet comes off when you're dead.
21.
But what the hell's the point of getting it
You
off
need
when you
4
end
in
up
that
like
case.
this?
Yeah.
Just imagining how it must
And
have
Clover
happened.
was the one missing.
This was a human.
Yeah, but there's also someone in the coffin.
Oh god. Oh.
Coffin,
feel like I'm
whatever.
gonna puke.
Coffin schmoffin.
Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Now, there's also someone in the coffin. That's an important detail.
Yeah. And Clover's the only one we didn't see at that point. I mean, there had to be Clover in the coffin.
Clover could have also killed because her brother was dead. To get out.
Where did they?
Get out of the coffin?
Through
No,
here?
to get out of the thing, period.
Yeah, but someone had to be in the coffin.
Yeah.
What's up?
I know.
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked?
So it really
So
could
I
have
would
been anyone.
assume.
At
Is
this
there
Yeah.
any other way out?
We looked around
But
a little.
with
Other than this
9
door,
and
we didn't
8,
find anything.
5
So
and
you're
4,
telling me
because
that
we
unless
died.
we can open this door?
9, 8, and 5, you have to have 4. And that's the only way to make 9.
They're
You can
having
do
some
3 and
fun
1.
math talk.
Well, they didn't necessarily take Junpei's thing, did they? They just killed him.
Why kill him then?
So that he
so you
get
can't tell anyone. Leave no evidence, no witnesses.
Yes. We
But
won't
they're
be going
gonna
anywhere.
find it.
If you're abandoning
Eventually.
people anyway, they're going to explode. So just like, oh, you might get in the way. Let me just, there we go.
This looks like a bedroom.
Did he pick
Then
up the
the
9
other room
bracelet?
is probably a living room, or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
You
All
don't
right,
know.
let's
You
find a
need
way to
to-
open this door. Come on, guys.
Well, I'm asking Eric if in the story, because I'm not paying attention, did he pick up the 9 bracelet?
Don't remember. It's in the
Sure
air.
you can. Look at your fucking inventory.
I don't think it'll show it in the inventory. Seek a way out.
This bitch didn't. It needs to let us know at some point that he picked up the fucking 9 bracelet.
Got no items.
Oh, nope. Alright. Fucking be stupid. Got ya.
Score plate. Hey, it's music.
Oh, no, I'm out.
Let's see. Who wants to be snack?
I'll
Better
be-
question. Who's 7?
Yes.
Ah, go for it, Thaddeus.
No, bitch.
You
No,
can
you're
change
already
later.
7.
But
I
if
was
you already
over
have a
earlier.
roll,
You were-
or
You
we
wanna
can
swap?
toss things in air.
No, this motherfucker's just taking all the cool rolls. Is all he's doing. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing.
Before I do.
He got
He
ace.
chose 7.
Yeah, I chose 7 because I didn't want to be the
Because
girl.
he chose 7.
That
He
was
chose
your
Santa.
fault.
We stuck with them.
As a
and
matter
then
of
we didn't have
fact,
a choice.
Thaddeus has only gotten what leftovers were, and then your established character forced you not to have the other role. So it's happened again. So, Thaddeus, go for this, unless this gets to be my secondary character. Their tertiary
That's your
character.
secondary character.
No,
I've
go.
got 2 at the moment. I see.
Read.
It feels like glass. I don't remember his voice. A rectangular piece of glass. Is there something written on the surface?
Yeah, there's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. He can read music
You can read music? In treble clef? Just
in treble
A's?
clef. Yeah, that's it. Kind of weird, huh?
Also 9, 8, 5, 3, and 1.
What's
have also
wrong?
done
You
things.
got weird all of a sudden.
I heard something strange.
Something strange.
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything
Well, why wouldn't
suspicious.
just 9?
I don't wish to toot my own
Alright.
horn, but my
3, 1,
auditory
and 5
senses are
escaped
considerably
earlier.
more advanced than those of most humans. I notice even the slightest of noises.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening
Well,
to the sound
because
of
they're not gonna be
footsteps
tuned
and
by.
breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate
True.
most objects.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was...
Echolocation.
Yes, I could hear it happen. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
Are you sure this is your character, Thaddeus?
Huh.
Why are
Then
all my
Then he
characters
has to
confident?
be overpowered. If he thinks he can defeat people quite easily, then he would have to be overpowered to get pushed through a door to die.
Oh, really? You don't believe me, do you? Care to
Or
give it a
tricked by
try?
his sister.
I must warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
Yeah, I mean, we're under the assumption that she's killed us and 8 anyway, so...
White desk. Feels kind of fancy. So this is the locking thing. It's flashing red. That's usually not a good sign. Is that a microphone?
Oh,
Looks like a satellite dish.
Go, Snake.
Let me see. Well, judging by the feel of it, I would guess that we are meant to produce some sort of sound. And this device will sense it and unlock.
Quick, everyone. Your best bird noises.
Caca.
Tweet. Caca. No one even tried for crow. Good, because it's very loud. Bed of a white canopy. Of a canopy. I've seen themes like this in movies and stuff, but never real life.
True. You don't see too many of these. Too many these days. I can't see the details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of.
Clover wants one of these.
Oh, yes.
She wants a princess bed.
Didn't I say that? You think it doesn't suit her?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Ah, Junpei. Judge her by appearances, will you? Well, you should not.
Oh, look, the mirror reflects things. Why did they make that? Totally a table of a mirror.
Ah, yes. You know, that sort of thing is known as vanity.
Also
Were you aware of that, Junpei?
He's really going for it. Jesus Christ. Oh, yes, this thing here. That's a this. Did you know that?
Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you could say that every day, when a woman looks into one of these, she is staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad?
Yeah.
Talking too much.
What's this?
Ship blueprint.
This isn't a score. It's just a map of the ship.
A map? There's a map of the ship here?
I mean, there is another person in this room besides just... Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I don't feel like talking.
But I imagine it will prove very helpful. You best hold on to that, Junpei.
Okay.
I should check that.
It's not possible to use a map screen. Music stand. Might as well put this glass plate on it. Oh.
Something wrong?
It's kind of hard to see the notes.
Stop animating.
Maybe if I put something
I'm
under
not
them?
animating. A background for the notes.
He might be desperately trying to finish the assignment that was due 2 minutes ago.
I was checking up on my assignment that was due 2 minutes ago.
A piano keyboard. What's Snake doing? He can't play, can he?
Of course I can. This piano. There's something amiss with the keys.
You mean it's out of tune or something?
No, not that. It's properly tuned, yes. Well, the sounds are clearly purposefully different. The C key doesn't yield a C, but rather a different note entirely.
Doesn't that mean it's not in tune?
The same goes for the D keys. They play some other note.
Why do you think it's like that?
Isn't it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. This piano, you see.
Guys, just real quick, is this what it's like to deal with me?
What do you mean?
No comment.
I'm sorry.
No comment.
I mean, in fairness, he legitimately doesn't know, or he legitimately knows something I obviously do not. But at this point in time, I just feel bad. Okay, that's enough soul searching for now.
Go find yourself somewhere else.
Preferably not in a puzzle game where the character you're connecting to just died a horrible death.
It's just a matter of, like...
At the hands of Clover.
That shit.
Probably. It's part of one of the puzzles Zero set for us. Perhaps if we play the keys in the correct order, something will happen.
In other words, you need to play a song on the piano.
I believe so.
Huh.
Well, now Clover can't kill us.
An antique vanity. There's nothing in the drawer. Yep, totally.
If we go down the same path we went down, we won't die.
The lights are lit. Why?
Because Clover doesn't have the 9 bracelet. We do.
That's assuming it was Clover that killed us.
You have to make that assumption, otherwise 2 people killed us.
Or one person killed one. This safe is locked.
Hey! It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key, we just need to get the dials in the right place to open.
Thanks for your input. Go back in the corner. No one asked you. Did you find anything, 7?
That's my life. Nope. How about you, Snake?
I also found nothing.
You're really good at hearing. You could break this safe. Do it.
See.
Yes, yes. Well, this feels like glass.
Excellent observation.
A rectangle of glass. Transparent, I assume.
It is in fact an assumption, but accurate nonetheless.
I can feel something printed on the surface. What is it?
For some reason, some psychopath has written a bunch of low C's in treble clef. A sheet of music with some C's on it. Stop it. See if we have a dialogue on it, we'll be able to open it till we know the numbers, and we are not allowed to brute force like me in Resident Evil. I just want to try a few combinations. Can I suitcase? Leather suitcase.
There is nothing inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the all-powerful blind guru.
It's a light switch. Nothing happens when I press it.
Bathroom. The lights, huh? Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything hidden there. Testing, testing. Hey, it's great to see you all here. I just flew in from New York and boy are my arms tired. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal.
The veal? That's not a mic,
cow.
7. That's how it's tender. It's just a shower head.
What? What the hell?
Right.
That's a really bad place for a shower head.
Bathtub full of water.
Pull the plug. Is there ash or something in this water? Looks kind of gray.
Actually, we need to be wary. This is a bathtub, and they have Resident Evil doors.
Acid.
There is always a zombie in the bathtub. Let's just pull the plug.
No, hold on. Maybe we can, I don't know, use it for something.
Use it for something? Bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. I could put the glass in there. Something's bothering 7. Maybe I'll hold off on pulling this plug for a moment. Huh? This faucet's really hard to turn. Doesn't matter how hard I yank on it, this thing won't budge.
Hard for you to turn it, kid. How about you let a man give it a shot?
I don't like this group. I want Akane back. She was nice to me. And the others were idiots. Made me feel real smart.
Damn it! Nothing. Might as well be a damn rock. Looks like there's something holding the knob in place. No shit, Sherlock.
Well, if you can't do it, 7, I guess we might as well all give up. Well, the sink's clean. Any water?
Nothing coming out. We've got a faucet on all the way, but I can't hear anything.
Nothing in
We
the
don't
mirror.
have plumbing. Fancy. This is some sort of antique desk. Makes sense though, I guess. There's a whole room's full of antiques. You could get a nice handful of cash for all the stuff in here.
Chair. Somebody spent a lot of time carving the legs of this chair. It'll snap like a twig if 7 sits on it, though.
Mind your own business.
Couple of lights on the wall
Stop
there.
typing.
Heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half. It has score printed on the front of it. Score. There's gotta be a music score, right? If that's true, then the score we just found was probably in here. At least at some point.
It's a chair.
Thank you. That's it. I love that. Okay.
Hey Junpei, where are you going? Didn't we come out of that door?
They always say this as though I know. But I have no way of telling where we came from.
No point in going back there. All that's out there is a locked numbered door and...
A dead body. Or what's left of one.
yeah. And a bracelet, because Junpei didn't pick it up!
Well, that looks dangerous. Iron gate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it.
Great, not gate.
Thanks, I missed an R. As I was reading it, as it was choppily coming inside.
I didn't miss it and I'm stupid! What's your excuse? I get it. You're gonna use this vase, right? Put the fire out. That's pretty clever, Junpei. We just gotta fill this with water.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I was looking at it. Not maybe there's like a key inside, or like, I don't know. Looks like...
Put out the fire. Looks like a vase. Maybe we could use that.
I think he wants to solve the puzzle this way. Another suitcase.
Dang, nothing in there. Now it's all me talking.
Suitcase made of leather, the color of rich mahogany.
Well, shoot. Looks like there's nothing in it. You said damn, but you won't say shit?
G. AGC.
You're just missing D. D is in the fireplace. You gotta go get water.
I know that, but I have to remember which one of these fucking doors it is.
Right door.
When they all look very similar. Bathtub full of gross cloudy water. Alright, shouldn't be too hard to fill the vase up. Watery vase.
Hey, Junpei, what are you doing over there? Only one thing to do now that you got a full thing of water. Come on, what are you waiting for?
I think 7's trying to puzzle solve and now he's very excited that he feels like he's contributing.
It's so bad. So choppy.
Alright, time to put this fire out.
About time, buddy. Let's do it.
Here we go.
That glass is really fucking hot. Haha, good job. Another success. That fire didn't stand a chance.
Alright, I'll just pull this out with my bare hand now. Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves.
Hey, smart man.
Score plate.
What do you do, Junpei? It looks like a blank sheet of music. Put that behind all the things.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
You just put it down when you're at the thing.
Hey, Seven. What the hell was that? Are you all right?
He's down.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all. What the hell is wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Memory loss?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh?
He's an amnesiac.
I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up. Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
This is weird, because we are in unexplored territory, yet I feel the urge to skip.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're talking about amnesia, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, why are you an amnesiac? What happened to you?
Why are you an amnesiac? Why are you... Why can't you remember? I don't remember.
If I knew that, I wouldn't even be with, would I?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Seven.
I guess that's true. Are you telling the truth?
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything. If you've really got amnesia, shouldn't you be, like, upset or confused or something?
About what?
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck, but that was a while ago. I've had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it. After all, why worry about something I can't change? Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
That's it?
That's it. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work.
How are you fine with something like that?
Couch looks just big enough for 3 people.
Oh shit, we didn't find Snake's bracelet when we saw his dead body.
Correct. I pointed out that the person that killed him had 2.
Yeah. Then we went down this hallway and we didn't find the 9 bracelet either.
7.
Looks perfect for me.
I do really like that you 2 are theory crafting. What?
Perfect for an elegant gentleman like my... Shut up, Seven.
Couch looks a lot more elegant.
Hey! That's something you aren't saying.
Never mind.
Okay, so... Snake is 2. 9.
Music stand. Might as well put the music I found on it.
9.
Relay down bottom. Glass plates on top. Oh, wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Well, I put them on top of each other, but they look odd. Doesn't really look like a song.
I know who
They didn't all
did it.
And in all likelihood, we haven't found them at all. We haven't found them all. Sorry, theory crafting got it in front of me. We need to find more glass plates.
Huge restraint, by the way, not having looked things up yet.
You know who it is, because you finished this game. We're just theory crafting here.
Small round chair. Looks like it probably goes to the vanity.
Math-wise, with all the people that were missing...
Wow, this fabric feels great. I bet that chair is really comfortable.
Math-wise, with all the bracelets that were missing, besides ours, I think 9, 8, 2, 4, and 3 should work. The audio's going choppy on my end, I think.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah. Game audio, not you.
It's a little snappy occasionally.
Yeah, it's stuttering and staticky.
I'm not hearing that on my end at this point in time. I mean, every now and then it'll do one of those, and that's just stopping it, but for the most part...
Now when it's doing those, this audio is also cutting out through
plate
Discord.
glass. See you a couple times. Even 7 can read music. Then where's the last? Alright, why don't we just drain the water?
Yeah, good plan.
Where's that thing? Guitar gotta be enough to get it out. Huh?
But, D. Told you we were missing D.
I am curious as to how you decided upon D.
I know a little bit of music.
Well, yeah, but this is an entire clef.
Listen, they had A, C, G. The only thing I knew it was missing there was D. Leave me alone.
Missing D, missing E, missing F.
I didn't know that was there, okay?
Did they say B? Didn't hear B.
I didn't know B, E, and F were in fucking music. Leave me alone.
It's A through G.
A to G. Yeah.
I don't know this.
So the fact that you got
not even close
D
to
was
sharp
just
or-
idiot savant. Alright, cool.
I know D because there's a lot of D notes in guitar, and I know a little bit of guitar. Leave me alone.
There's also E's, there's A's, there is a D, there's
Okay,
a G,
for my music,
there's a B.
For my music, there's
There's another
mostly
E.
A's, D's, and what's the other one? I think G's. It's just mostly A, D's, and G's.
But like if you know what all the strings are, then you know that G exists.
Yeah, and G is in the music played. I didn't know E and F were a thing.
If you know what the strings are, you know that E exists.
I don't know what the strings are, though. I don't know what the strings are. Because I only play, like, heavy metal music. And only off of fucking Rocksmith, and Rocksmith only gives you the things, and it's never had those. I don't know. I may not remember. I don't know.
And upright piano. From the feel of the wood, it must be quite old.
Music stand. Put down the thing. And the other things. Alright,
Give all this shit.
sweet. Now I can play the music.
There's nothing there.
Junpei, would you be so kind to play the piano? I am unable to see. You see. I'm sure I need to tell you, but
Needn't is such a weird word.
keys on this piano are
Needn't
not
is
what you
fine.
might expect them to be.
It need not.
I know, but needn't is a weird word to say.
Not if you're me.
C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth.
Stealing this man's
D won't
lines.
be C, D won't be D, and so forth.
There you go.
He's not gonna read them, so I'm gonna read them.
I was distracted.
Don't be distracted! You're in the middle of something!
You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. I was doing something to make finding digital roots easier. Do you understand?
He's making a program so we never
I was
have to
writing a
do math
program
again.
to a root or-
But there's already a program in the game! Eric is just stupid and not clicking on it!
Actually, it's because
No,
do you
there's a
know
program in
the
the
amount
game
of
that makes
difficulty it'd be
add
to
them
try to bring
together.
that thing up, click all the things, and then it's
I'm
just a
making program
calculator.
So I can just say, hey, find the digital roots that can go into the number 9 and give me a whole list of them.
This is a certain type of power that I've never experienced. Someone with
Do
the
you
ability
understand?
to do computer things. Yeah. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright. Let's just see what the notes are.
D isn't D.
Well, none of those do anything.
Nope. Nope. There you go. Nope.
Oh boy. Okay.
Nope, it's the third one.
Well, I know that, but I'm just seeing what combination of things
Third
I
one
actually.
and last one.
I know that. See what that one is. So we never have to press that key. Period. There is not a B. Not a 1.
Until down on the second line.
Even on the second line, there's still no B.
Is there not?
No.
No, I don't see it. Okay. You're right.
Is there a high C? There is not. Not even a high C, just a higher C. That one there. So we're gonna need to use this guy for the 4th one. So you're there. You are G.
So that's 3rd.
You are A. So that's G A U. F A, nope. F A G. Ah, interesting. There we go. And then it's back to F, which I don't remember where it was.
3rd.
F, where it doesn't have a sharp, is wrong. Because it has a flat. And that's wrong. That's an E.
Yeah, but they also said that that's not in the right places.
I know. Where the fuck did G go?
I think that one.
A, we've
And
touched.
That one was the other way, right there.
And then back to F, which is U for some reason. And then back to A, which is
3rd.
This one?
Yep.
No.
Nope. Fuck.
We're gonna need to use this at all? Nope.
No.
Gonna need to use this at all? No.
Nope.
It's just this one. Nope. This one. This one.
That one.
That one.
That one. And then 3. That, yeah.
Do. Is there an A?
No, that's the C.
Do.
That's the low one.
Do.
You're the music guy.
Do. And then we go back to G, which is the 3rd one used, which puts me here. Yes. And then back to A, and then over to F.
We made a fucking doorbell. We made
It's
a
just
fucking doorbell.
And
It's
we're
not doorbells,
done.
it's school alarms. That's the bell that rings when school is over.
And we're
Japan.
done.
It's the same. It's also like
Music is not my forte.
it's also
Wait,
the
what's that
same.
noise?
This is also the thing I've heard like 100 times when I've rung a doorbell. And I've rung a lot of doorbells in my time.
Middle school and high school when I was in Japan. That's the only time I've ever heard it. Junpei.
Yeah, my
can't
high
speak.
school alarm was much less musical.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ours was just. Bring!
You had a bell. Mine just came over the intercom and went ding, and then that was it.
We did it. Looks like it worked. But I
Ow!
can't see.
Fucking son of a.
I heard something unlock over by the exit. Let's go.
Good plan.
Stand. Bow. Be seated.
You shut up.
Yep, school.
I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny.
Shut up! Shut up! I didn't find it funny, no.
Yes, I suppose that was a classroom bell, wasn't it?
No, it was a
I
doorbell.
don't imagine that's what Sierra was thinking of, however. No. Sierra almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle
Westminster.
school. Westminster? Westminster. With Westminster.
About to find out. You're about to tell yourself. It's gonna be weird.
Jinx!
Ask your question.
Westminster?
The palace in London that plays host these days to the House of Parliament. Oh! You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. You haven't heard of Big Ben?
I have heard of Big Ben.
Done.
London. Capital of England. Huh. Look at you, you know capitals.
That's actually an accomplishment for him. At any rate, the door is now unlocked.
Still a
Let's leave
fucking
this place
doorbell.
immediately. I mean, anything could be a doorbell. I heard someone made Megalovania.
Dude, I heard
doorbell.
fucking Dukes of Hazzard's fucking car horn noise be a doorbell. I don't want to know what all can be a doorbell. I know.
Alright. Let's go. Come on, doorway. We need some oil on them hinges.
It just played the audio over and over again until it finally was able to open.
You found Ding. We need to call it here. I can't handle it anymore. Both the computer and the people.
Oh, fuck.
Right. We'll get back to this one whenever we can. Jesus.
Change the resolution.
Shut up.